Hey, what's up? Whoa. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's why it's doing that. What's up, everybody? We're finally back after the little hiatus there from being in Florida for a week and coming back and having a holiday and all that great stuff. So, we're back. And in this show, we are going to, I don't know how loud I am or not. I don't know. You guys can tell me that. But in any case, this week, we're going to talk about Iaapa. We're going to talk about, especially, like, all the stuff that we did between Animal Kingdom, Mickey's Christmas Party. We're going to talk about Holiday in the Park with Six Flags New England. We're going to talk about SeaWorld, Disney, Universal, Volcano Bay. We're going to talk about these little tidbits of news that we found out about some, things on and off. And a lot of the stuff, like, that would be news that, what do you call it? We're going to talk about, like, during the Iaapa stuff, like all the the different ride vehicles, different rides, different things that went down in Iaapa. We're going to cover all that. This is going to be a great show, long show, probably. That's why I started at 8 instead of 8:30. Maybe this could be the norm if you guys like it. I don't know. You guys have to let me know in the comments. If you like the show at 8, do you still like it at 8:30? All that good stuff. And I will let you know. We are working on... Is the audio still clipping now? Let me lower this a little bit. It could be... It's not necessarily... It's still in the basement. It's still... It's just I moved it around. I moved it from one side to the other. And I actually, by moving, I didn't get rid of any more pinball machines. It's just the way that I set it up differently, it works better. So, yeah. I got the Christmas tree behind. I got stuff over here. I don't know how much of it you can see. I mean, that shelf that was behind before is over here. We're actually going to be changing the setup as time goes on, but I was in a rush. So I did all of this, and one night I had to reroute the internet cable. I had to do all kinds of stuff just so I was able to get up and running for tonight. If not, I might have been in my dining room on my laptop or something. And I really didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. So, and actually, it got me to get off my butt and clean. And holidays are coming. Hey, what's up, John? Yes, it is Happy Grove Show Day. So yeah, and anybody that's watching, if you could hit that share button and try to get as many people, tell all your friends. There's still a lot of buzzing. I don't know. I moved this thing, and let me. Oh wait, what about now? How about now? Is that better? It could be that I had the gain up way too high, and I might be a little too low. How about now? Does that sound better? Worse? Better? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, I can't hear it. I mean, I could turn it on just to see what it sounds like. Christmas party. We're going to talk about Holiday and the other, and the end of clean and all, There's still a lot of buzzing. Yeah, I think it's the cable. Let me unplug the cable for a second. Oh, wait. What about now? Does that fix the buzzing sound? I don't know. I'm better. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, I can't hear it. I mean, I can turn it on just to see what it sounds like. Yeah, I know. This is like a... I don't know. Let's see if now. Yeah, I think it's the cable. Let me unplug the cable for a second. Oh, wait. Oh, geez, it sounds weird. Oh, wait. Let's see what it sounds like. What about now? Does that fix the buzzing sound? Let's see if that works. Oh, wait. Does that work? Does that work? What about now? Does that work? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, testing. I know, this is like a pain in the neck. I should have did this earlier. What happened? Is it... I wonder if how about now? Is it still there? I mean, if not, I can go back to the crappy mic and then figure this out. See what it sounds like. What about now? Does that fix the buzzing sound? let's see. Oh, wait, I don't hear the buzzing. All right. All right, so if the buzzing's gone, yeah, I know. I hate when this, you know what? This always happens when, we're trying, when I'm doing new things. Always happens to me. Always happens. But maybe we got it. Maybe just that port's bad because if all I did was change ports. All right, satisfactory. I'll do some working for next week to get it to work better. I might have to just change cables out, get a new cable maybe. Because usually when the cables do that, they're like bad. They start buzzing. So we'll work with what we got today and see what happens for next week. But as long as you guys can hear it and you're good with it and it works, I'm okay with that. Or is it too loud? I don't know. You guys can tell me that. But so anyway, now that we got the buzzing thing fixed, all right. So we're gonna talk about Iaapa. We're gonna talk about Volcano Bay. We're gonna talk about all that stuff. A few tidbits of news. So bear with us as we go through everything, and then it should be good. And then anybody that's watching, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything, leave them down below. Make sure my whole thing with SFNEOnline and doing this Grow Show is I want this to be a community where, you know what I mean? I'm not above the rest. I'm just the voice. And then I'll start the conversation and you guys help steer it. And that's what the Grow Show's always been. So don't be afraid to leave comments. And, but yeah, so let's get, I only have a few tidbits of news, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tidbits of news, and then all the great stuff. And some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about has to do with like Disney, has to do with a couple little things Iaapa, and some other cool attractions that we've been hearing about. Also, I'm going to start this off with some news. Now, remember before I went to Iaapa, there was talk about a new attraction coming to Six Flags New England. Now, I got to find out if anybody I know went, but tonight was the meeting. They had to reschedule because Thursday, when I was down in Iaapa, someone was going to go, someone was going to see what was going on, and then we kind of would report it on the forums. That's why you guys should always go to SFNEOnline.org and go to the forums, because there's always some kind of cool stuff. So anyway, I got to find out if somebody went because it was rescheduled because of the snowstorm that had happened while I was gone. And then, so we don't know. But we shall find out exactly what it is soon enough anyway. And I'm sure once everything's approved and everything's going, they'll make some type of announcement. Probably more sooner than later. That's what I would suspect anyway. So, yeah. So keep that in mind when, as long as the town approves, which I can't see them not approving it, so it'll happen more sooner than later. And Luco, yes, you almost got tricked. Tonight, I did it for 2 reasons at 8 o'clock. One is a test to see if people like 8 o'clock better or 8:30 better. And then the other test was, I don't know how long this show is going to be because there's a lot of cover. And Luco's in here and he can chime in and chat and all the other stuff. I would have liked to have him like on video in the show, but I was just running so crazy late with resetting this up. I mean, my kids were at their parents' house, and then I was just moving pinballs, vacuuming, cleaning, decorating, all in one day. I did that all yesterday. Well, Tuesday I moved all the stuff, moved stuff around, and then I set up the tree last night when I came back from Jessica's. I put the ornaments on it and stuff like that. Yeah, I can check that out because I'm sure somebody had to have gone. Matter of fact, while we're chit chatting, I'm going to pull up the forums to see if anything showed up. Because I would, we try to pride ourselves not to piss off the park, right? We're trying not to do that, right? So, but I think because of the thing, I think it's okay. All right, so nothing's been updated yet, but it just says if you go to the forums, you can see that someone posted the agenda for tonight, and it says new water park attraction at Six Flags New England. So that is what's going to be talked about at that meeting. Obviously, they're done by now. That was 3 hours ago, And as long as nobody was complaining, then they'd be okay. Because we all know townspeople like to complain anytime anything goes on, at the park. Anything to make the park more valuable to the area and less taxes for them to pay, they still complain. I don't know why. It's just one of them stupid things. I don't know. So I just want to let everybody know that we should know anytime now what happened and what there is and et cetera, et cetera. All right, so the actual... so everybody knows I'm a huge Star Wars fan, right? And so during Iaapa, they had this thing, and I didn't know about it. I found out after I had already come home. They do this thing where there's like the owner's breakfast at Iaapa, and during all this stuff, and plus with D23, they were talking about the press had ability, evidently, and I didn't know this till next year. I know. You had to get like a ticket, sign up, whatever, for this owner's breakfast. But they opened this room up for the media with the TVs, and you could watch what was going on in the owner's breakfast. Well, they were talking about Disney and other, and like all the kind of stuff. And then through with D23, that was also going on another time around this time. They announced the names of the attractions for Star Wars Land. So the Millennium Falcon's ride is going to now be called Smuggler's Run, and then Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. The only thing about this whole Star Wars thing that I don't like is there's not enough information, showing off, the rides. I mean, we've seen artwork galore, like till it bleeds out of our ears about what it's going to look like. The land, not the rides. So the only thing that I do know about the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is that it's like 6 people in this pod that's supposed to be like the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, and you all have to work together in this mission, and you can fail this mission. Not only that, it's going to have horrible capacity. We all know that. So that's number one. Number two, with the Rise of the Resistance, the only thing I know about it is that they have, what do you call it? You'll end up battling against Kylo Ren and all that stuff. And from what kind of images that have leaked out, whether Disney did it or someone spying or construction work or whatever, they have the giant 4-legged AT-AT inside there. So nobody really knows much about these rides, which sucks because I want to know. I just know I'm not going to go right when it opens because I don't feel like sitting there waiting my whole day for 2 rides. I just don't want to do that. I don't think anybody would want to do that, but, there's people that are going to do that. They're going to be like, oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I got to do it. And that's just not something I would do. I don't know about you guys, but me, no. I thought getting to Animal Kingdom early, like myself and Luco did, and then waiting like 30 minutes to get on the ride. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, because we had never been and we were looking all around at the scenery that, you get where I'm going with that. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Where's the rest of my news? Okay, over there. I typed up all my news at work and then I didn't even print it out. So then I had to redo it and try to remember what I did. I probably missed some stuff. But the hell with it. Oh, also with that, the Disney stuff, John Williams is creating, if you don't know who John Williams is, he's the composer for Star Wars, for the music. He's done Jaws, and he's done a whole ton of movies. He's probably, I would think, like the best modern-day composer of our time. He's just had his hands in a lot of stuff. Anyway, he's creating music exclusively for Galaxy's Edge, which is the name of the Star Wars land. So that's cool. You can find on YouTube and all that samples of what's going on for Star Wars Land, if you want to call it that, or Galaxy's Edge, whatever you want to call it. But that's what that is. Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Now, if you remember, they were talking about, the dock ride they had, and there was going to be a pirate theme. Well, they finally have an opening date, finally. It was supposed to open this year. Not going to happen. It's actually going to miss this year by 1 day. It's going to open on January 1st, and that's finally the deep sea dock ride is going to finally open. I'd like to know what the holdup was, like what was like holding up this ride to being completed on time. I don't know what the delays were. Like it wasn't like, like in this area, it's not huge news because Fiesta, Texas is near us. If it was like Six Flags New England, we'd be all over that like flies on poop. And obviously that we're not, well, I guess that could be said for what it is. So I don't know anything. I'll have to talk to some people that I know down there to see if they know anything, like what holdups were, but I don't know. And it'll be great to see what the ride looks like. I'm I like dark rides, so I'm interested to see what it looks like. The next one, I don't know how many of you have been to Jenkinson's Boardwalk in New Jersey. Small little boardwalk area. I've been there once. Cute little place. Well, they got rid of their flitzer. It seems like this is the year to get rid of the flitzer. The flitzer code. Maurice Piers got rid of theirs. Now Jenkinson's Boardwalk got rid of theirs. But they got one of those new SBF Visa group spinning coasters that's called 5.0. It's bigger. You know, like the kiddie spinning coasters that everybody and their mother's been putting in their parks and FECs and whatever. Well, they made a bigger version, which is a little bit more intense. It spins more for sure, and it's got like a little airtime bump on it. If you watched actually the vlog that released today for Iaapa Day 2, if you watch that, you can see some on-ride footage of us spinning around, me going, oh shit, you know, and you can see how much bigger it is. It's cool. I did talk to Rides for You, the company that's distributing the ride for SBF Visa. I do know the price on the coaster. So if you were to call them up right now and you say, I want to buy the 5.0 spinning coaster, it's going to cost you a whopping $799,000. They had a $50,000 off deal if you bought one at Iaapa. So Jenkinson's did. Also, if you're in the market to buy the smaller version, you can come up with a cool $399,000. You too can own a small spinning coaster, if you could believe that or not. Yeah, see, the thing with the original opening date for January 12th of 2019, having it was originally supposed to open this year. So I don't know what happened. They were like, oh, it's going to open summer or fall or whatever of 2018. And then it kept just getting pushed back. And now, I mean, the good thing is it's still opening. That's the good thing. I just would like to know what the delays were, why that ride took so long to open. It's more, you know how they say curiosity kills the cat. That's kind of like, I'm just curious to know what the delay was. Like, was there something that, with the manufacturer, theming? I have no idea. Yeah, we'll go with spare change. I gotta say, though, I do like the small version of that spinny coaster, and I do love the big version of it. Someday when I open my own FEC, I will own one of those coasters, and I will put it in. Someday. It is going to happen, mark my words. I will own my own FEC, and then everyone can join it. You know, join in and have fun. Maybe I should call it like the SFNEOnline Fun Center or something like that. That would be cool. And then we could have our own place to hang out and do our own thing. It would be cool. Yeah, $400K for a coaster. See, I already have the house. So, I mean, if you're going to put one in your yard, all right, that's different. But if you're going to put one in, like an indoor FEC type place, you'll make your money back over a few years probably in a small environment. People will want to ride it. I mean, if I had to choose between a coaster and a house, I would definitely choose the house. And then pay off the house and then buy the coaster. That's what you could do, right? And psychopathic TV live video. I keep getting all these stupid notifications while I'm doing this. All right, so the next tidbit of news. Oh, and by the way, the one that Jenkinson Boardwalk that they bought was actually the one that we rode at Iaapa. So technically, we already have the Jenkinson's Boardwalk credit because that's where it went, and it pulled into the park yesterday, today, day before that. I don't remember. But we've already got that credit technically. So I don't even have to go there to get the credit because I already got it. And I didn't have to pay to at the park to get it. I got a free credit. Woohoo! Next tidbit. I don't know how many of you know about Magic Forest up in Lake George area. I've spoken about it in the past on the show that I love that little quirky, little weird park. I know Luca was with me, the kids were with me, some other people were with me, and I like that park. But now it's not going to be the same. They sold the park. The people that bought it are going to keep it a park, but they're selling all those crazy, giant, and weird, big and small, all those figures, those giant figures and stuff. They're up. You can go buy them. They're up for sale. I forgot what the website is. I actually looked at it. Some of the prices were ridiculous, but I guess for those figures, I guess that might be the money they're fetching. But so it's going to be sad that it's going to lose that type of charm that they would have normally had. I mean, I think that's what helped make the park was that weird little. Yeah, you can get a house with a coaster in the backyard. Imagine like you put a coaster in the backyard and you go to sell the house. You got a selling point. Like the house itself is worth say $300,000, and then you add a $400 for $800,000. You can have a roller coaster and a house. That would be cool. So anyway, so Magic Forest is going to be a little bit different when it reopens. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know anything other than they're selling the figures, and a bunch of them already sold, and they keep selling them. So if you got some dough laying around that you want to have a piece of Magic Forest, by all means, you can just type in Magic Forest figures for sale, and the website pops up, and you too can own a piece of Magic Forest to put in your yard. Again, with all this different stuff going around with D23 and Walt Disney World, Guardians of the Galaxy stuff came out. And I'm going to show you this. Right here is a picture of the train for Guardians of the Galaxy that's going in Epcot. Obviously, it's a coaster, but the difference between that and most coasters, this one's going to be able to move while it's doing it. It wants to be able to keep you focused on the story as it's going. There's test footage at Vacoma's factory of this ride, spinning, moving, doing its thing on this, little bit of track. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be an immersive roller coaster story. It's basically the individual cars are going to be programmed to direct your eyes to the story happening around you. So we all know you're riding a roller coaster and you don't see half of the stuff, and you go back and you re-ride it 5 million times to ride it. Just one, you like it, two, you miss something. This way, it'll just keep directing you into what's going on. So it's going to spin, it's going to move, it's going to do its thing, twist you, turn you all around, shake you all about so you can see what's going on, which is nice. And Disney also confirmed that the ride will be open for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary in 2021. So you got like 2 years and change before it's open, but it's coming, and it looks like a massive building. Because if you remember, that building originally was Ellen's Energy whatever ride, and now it is they've added onto that building to whatever it's going to do inside this building. And I actually can't wait. I mean, that's going to have crazy lines. Anything that they're putting out now is going to be just about gold. As long as they don't, mess up and do screen a ride and do some stuff, they'll be all right. I mean, I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, speaking of, I just remembered this. I didn't write it down. But Disney has a patent out for lightsabers. It's basically going to be the closest thing to a real lightsaber minus being able to cut things with it. There's like LED technology to do something. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be able to retract, like a real lightsaber and all that. So it's going to definitely be interesting. And I'm going to probably take a stab at this. I don't want to assume, but I'm going to take a stab at it and think like how Universal Studios does the wands for Harry Potter, I believe. And I think we talked about this before, either us trying to speculate or hearing about it and talking about it. They're going to use lightsabers like they do the wands and make the lightsabers all interactive inside the Star Wars land. So that'll be kind of neat to see, and I like to see it in action. I don't care for Harry Potter crap. I won't buy a wand or the robes or any of that. But Star Wars, I'll buy the lightsaber and run around. Maybe I'll take it and pretend to slice people in the park. Be like, and make the noise go, boom, 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 boom. Just run around just slicing people. Well, fake slicing people with fake lights. Not really hurting somebody with the lightsaber, but it'll still be fun, I think. So another tidbit. It seems like it's very Disney orientated in this. There wasn't a whole lot of crazy stuff going on. Anyway, so Walt Disney World. As a matter of fact, the day that Luke and I were there for Mickey's Christmas party, during the day we weren't there, but at nighttime we were. The door fell off the monorail. Somebody with one of those, electric scooters bumped the monorail door, and the door fell off. So someone actually messaged me and was like, "Hey, did you have anything to do with this?" Because they knew I was at Magic Kingdom that day. But no, we didn't have anything to do with it. And finally, the last tidbit of news is Sesame Place that, we went to after CoasterCon. They're teasing a new attraction for 2019. There's like this little video, and, it looks like they're peeping through a fence, trying to see what the sneak peek of the attraction is. And when you look through the hole, it's Elmo saying, "See you next year." So they have a blog, and you'll just have to keep finding out more and more about what's going on at Sesame Place. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I think right now, because of having Oscar's Wacky Taxi, that's going to do a lot for them. And you're probably going to start seeing more and more expansion, bigger expansion. I would like to see a dock ride, because we saw the dock ride that's going over in Europe, that when they were working with Sally's, Sally Dock Rides, when they introduced the Big Bird animatronic. You can see that, I think, day one, vlog, if you look on this channel. And they just unveiled the Big Bird animatronic, and it was talking to everybody, and it was great, and it looked real, and it sounded real, and it was cool. That's what Sesame Place needs. They need a Sesame Street dock ride there, because they didn't have a dock ride. They got 2 coasters, a little water park, a bunch of flats and stuff. They need to grow, expand, do their thing. And then I just see nothing but good things for Sesame Place. I think now is the time for them to keep going on the upward trend and doing great things. That's what I think is going to happen, and I'll be excited. Wow, Universe of Energy building is just a queue and exit. Ride is 99% in the new show building. That's a big ride. Because I remember, what was it, like a 4 or 5, 6 minute ride when you run? I rode it back in the 90s when it was, sponsored by Exxon. And I remember like the long seated, the row of seats that moved, and you go in dinosaurs, you see how the whole Universe of Energy thing. And that was a big building. Yeah, I don't know about the surveys. I haven't gotten one in a while. I even checked my spam. Maybe I'm just not loved. Maybe I got to re-sign up for surveys or something. I don't know what the deal is, but I haven't gotten one in a while. Everybody, so you're saying the surveys for a single rail coaster that your girl got, and you got, and then your girl got one for the flume type ride. I haven't seen them. Excluding Sunny Day Carousel, the neighborhood section has only become less interactive than when it was added in '88. Yeah, I think now, especially with SeaWorld, with a big push on rides and stuff, and pushing the Sesame Street element, I only see them expanding that park, and I see updates coming. Obviously, they're not going to do crazy push, because the day that we went there was not really that busy. It really wasn't. And I don't know how popular that park is. I don't know how many visitors that park gets every year, but I think they need to, it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. So they put Oscar's Wacky Taxi, and I'm sure that helped their attendance. So now they need to update the neighborhood. Excuse me, they need to update the park, add some more stuff. I love Sesame Street. I'm not even knocking it. I think Sesame Street, especially for kids and adults like myself, because I'm like a big kid, I think it's a great park. And I'm hoping that Sesame Place just keeps growing. It needs to. It needs to. Now let me ask you this, John, about these. Yeah, I usually start at 8:30, but this time we did 8 o'clock because I don't know how long the show is going to be. Because we've been gone. What do you call it? We didn't do a show for 2 weeks, and there's a lot to cover. If you've seen the posts I've been making, we just finished the news, and now we're gonna be talking about Holiday in the Park. We're gonna be talking about Iaapa, all the stuff in Florida, all that stuff. And then if anybody has questions about anything like Iaapa, if there's something that I didn't cover, I mean, between myself and Lugo, we've seen it all. You know, we went to every booth. We walked by them at least once, maybe twice. We put in some good steps. So if there's any questions about something that maybe I didn't talk about, didn't cover in the vlogs that have come out so far, in the videos, by all means ask. If there's something about Animal Kingdom or Mickey's Christmas Party or SeaWorld, Volcano Bay, whatever we bring up, make sure you comment and ask a question or whatever. Because sometimes people ask later. Just ask here. We love to chit chat with everybody. So there isn't a lot they can do. They can build the top of the preferred parking and build the garage across the street. I think they should build the garage across the street, and then I think they should use that preferred lot, and I think that they should rework some stuff. Like, you know where the Count water play structure is? I wonder if there's a way that they can move that, like if you're looking at it to the left. I know there's like a doorway back where the parade goes, but reroute the parade, make the neighborhood a little bit better, maybe a little wider. And the thing that sucks about the neighborhood is the back side of it. Like, nobody walks over there. It's kind of like wasted. It's like a path that walks by the water park over there. I think it's wasted space, to be totally honest. I think if they move the neighborhood back, update it new, make it more interactive. I mean, they have the spot where you can sit in the fire truck and take pictures, and the part of that. You could take pictures with characters in certain sceneries, which is great, but I think it should be updated. I mean, maybe they can. I'd have to look at a Google map behind it. I don't know. I know they're pretty landlocked. Well, see, the thing about SFNE being kind of landlocked, they are and they're not. They still have like another 125, 150 acres, but the problem with that is most of it's wetlands. You can build on wetlands, but the problem with wetlands is there's a lot of red tape because, one, you can't pollute the water. You can't change the course of the flow of the water. You can't do some stuff. And you have to keep so much land open land. So you can build, yes, and you also have to go through a lot of red tape and a lot of crap. They can do it. That's why I think eventually Blizzard River is going to leave, and they'll probably put another coaster over there. I'm willing to bet a lot of money on that. I don't know. Within 5 years, I think that's gone. But I think first they need to worry about Flashback, Goliath. You know, they're probably going to get new trains next year for Superman. Not next year, for 2020. That's my guess. I don't know. We'll find that out for sure. Yeah, you got to get federal approval to build on it. I think they can. It's just going to be red tape, bunch of BS they're going to have to go through. I know some of it is probably not going to be worth the time. Depends what they want to do. I mean, they could potentially build, like going toward, like behind Blizzard River, you could make the steel coaster go down the valley, come back up. Because you can just make sure that there's no supports where the water is and just make it go across. You can do that. Because that river over there that goes to the big river where the water is over there isn't that long. That's like as long as a piece of steel track between the two supports anyway. It's not that big. You can make it go down, put the supports on the other side of it, go around. As long as you're not polluting it, as long as there's things they can do. I mean, they're not going to go down there, bulldoze, knock down trees, and put flat rides. It's just not. No Superman and the Bizarro for 2020. I think they're just going to upgrade the trains. Because Intamin doesn't make that style of train anymore. They got a new style. I think we saw the pictures of the train. I think that new train for those two coasters that they showed during Iaapa has the new restraints. I believe. That's what I think anyway. All right, so let's talk about Six Flags Holiday in the Park. Let's get through all these different things that I want to talk about. And I don't know how many of you have gone yet. I, myself, went Friday night. So we went opening night, and it was freezing. It was cold. Like, it was like probably like 32 when we pulled in, and we left. It was like 22, 20 degrees, something like that. So none of the coasters were running. Harley Quinn had kind of like a late start to it. We did ride it, and let me tell you, swinging like that in the cold, it was kind of cold and stung the face. I mean, it was cool to be able to say, hey, I rode it in the freezing cold, but at the same time, I don't think it was a smart idea, I guess. I mean, we did it, is what it is. Do I see GCI build wooden coasters anymore? I do, providing, I don't know, it's going to have to be something different and unique. The problem that I see with the wood coasters and Six Flags, one, Six Flags does not properly take care of wood coasters. We all know it. They don't. Why, I don't know, but they don't. They'll let the coaster get the potholes and roughness, and then when enough people complain, then they do some retracking work. That's just... Cedar Fair parks do the same thing. They're not on point. It seems like the smaller parks, like Lake Compounce, Knoebels, the small places like that have wood coasters, for them, that's like their star attractions. So to keep people coming in there, they try to keep up with those rides as much as they can. So the only way I would say GCI builds any more Woodies for Six Flags is the price is right. It does something unique and it's not typical. It's just not your run-of-the-muck regular wood coaster because, I mean, look at all the coasters that are coming out now. The wood coasters now are finally starting to go upside down. So it's going to have to, if they're going to spend that kind of money on a wood coaster, it's going to have to bring some bang for their buck. It's going to have to be something to, look, it can go upside down 2 or 3 times or whatever. It's just going to have something that attracts the people. I mean, people are still going to want to ride it regardless, whether it's a traditional wood or if it goes upside down or whatever, but they're going to go the route where they're going to have to, make it really extra marketable. Yes, Charles, I felt Frost was awesome. They did tweak the show differently. I didn't record the whole thing. I only recorded different clips that if you saw in the vlog that we released the other day. Actually, I loved the hell out of that vlog. Like, I watched it. I showed my grandfather because my grandfather asked me. I don't think he's ever been to that Six Flags. I think the only amusement parks he went to in his life were like Crescent Park, Rocky Point, probably Jolly Charlie's, and stuff like that. He didn't go too far, but so he wanted to just see the Christmas lights and stuff, and he loved it. He thinks we're all nuts. But he liked it. I mean, I liked adding all the different music to it, different aspects of editing and all this other stuff that I did with it. I thought it was a great vlog. And those that are missing out on it, you should probably go watch it later. Because it's really good, and I put a lot of work into it. And I think it's awesome. Whether you guys like it or not, I still think it's awesome. As for, do I like the new queue for Frost? Yeah, I think that's good because it keeps people out of the midway. Keeps them off over to the side. You line up. I mean, as you saw in the vlog, I walked because there was nobody there really that day. There were people there, but it was really dead. And Nelson says, if they open Harley Quinn, which is taller and faster than Wicked Cyclone, why not open Wicked Cyclone? They're going to bring that thing down for maintenance. You can't have everything open all year round. 1, it's not going to operate great in the cold. 2, they're going to have to do, they're going to do their year-end work. So while maintenance is working on that, it's less for them to do when the park closes for the season. Because once that park closes for the season, then they're going to start getting the other rides ready with their maintenance, the trains and tracks and whatever else in the off-season. There's not going to be a lot of time. Because don't forget, after January 1st, then like end of February, beginning of March, they put the roller coaster trains back on the track. They start putting the rides back together. They start doing all kinds of stuff Whereas right now is when they would take down everything and they had time. Now that they're open for Christmas, they can't do it. Ellie Benson says, upside down wooden roller coaster is a big step in defying the odds of roller coaster architecture. Yeah, I mean, when I was down at Fun Spot in Kissimmee, their wood coaster, Mind Blower, it goes upside down, does that barrel roll flip thing over the station, and it's fabulous. I love it. I know a lot of it. I mean, it's not, smooth as glass, kind of shaky a little bit, but it's not a painful ride. And I loved it. We rode it 2, 3, 4 times. I forgot how many times we rode it. Myself and Luco. I love those places. Yeah, ice. I mean, you can't really go that route because Batman is open, Riddler is open, Joker doesn't have that issue with having the stairs, but they have them there. But I think part is get these coasters ready for the stairs going up towards Sky Screamer. When it saves money, because they know it's not right now. With Holiday in the Park being new, it's New England, it's cold, it's raw. A lot of people are just not going to want to go. Who's Christmas shopping, Christmas parties? Some people just don't want to go in the cold. But then eventually it's going to get more and more popular, whether it's cold or not, as they add more lights and do more things. I mean, if you look at it, not this weekend, but the weekend after, they're doing Ice Fest. Ice skating rink, ice bar, all kinds of stuff going on. So I think in the case is they're keeping just certain sections open. That's why DC area shut down. The other area by Sky, Wicked Cyclone, Pandemonium, all that shut down. One, it helps with costs. Two, most of the time it's not going to open because those tracks, they're probably going to ice up and it's not going to be good. I mean, the Riddler, Batman, the Riddler and Batman are tried and true in the cold. And speaking of stairs, that bridge from across the street to the main park side, that was like a crap fest. They were blocking off because there was still snow and ice on the bridge, and they shoveled the path, and they had like cones and tape and stuff, having people stay off it because people were going to slip and slide and fall down on that day. Hopefully nobody fell and got hurt, but who knows? There was probably a couple idiots like my kid. One of my kids was walking. I'm like, get off that, because if you fall down, I'm not. Oh, no, it was their half-brother, Sean, their brother Sean. And I said, if you fall and crack your head like Humpty Dumpty, I'm calling your mother to come pick you up on this bridge. I'm still going to the park. I don't care if you crack your head like Humpty Dumpty. I'm still going to have fun. So, but besides that, Holiday in the Park, we saw Frost. They made some changes, like I said. It was awesome. I honestly don't think Cyborg's going to be open for Holiday in the Park next year. I do not see them opening that area up next year at all. I know it's dumb. You're putting a new ride down there, and you're not going to be able to ride at Holiday in the Park. They could. I think doubtful. I mean, really, if they wanted to open up that area of the park, they can. Just block off the stairs, use the ramp, decorate the walkway there to get down to DC. You could decorate it full of lights. Supposedly Joker's Wild Card will open it. Cyborg will be open, next year. Maybe you can get Gotham City Gauntlet open. I don't know. I really don't know. I know. I don't know what their plans are for that area. I don't know if they're going to do it. Do you really think that people will buy a membership or pay for it? Who knows? And speaking of preferred parking, I wasn't able to book it, but Luco, when he finally got there, he just drove in. There was nobody there. He just parked. I'm sure I probably could have just pulled up and went in and parked, but I was like, I can't sign into it. I can't sign up for it. I tried online. I tried on my phone, like on the website, not the app. You can't book it on the app. I couldn't do the preferred parking. It wouldn't let me book any day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what was going on with that. I should ask why can't I book preferred parking? No, I want to make sure I get there, and I got it. I don't want to find out it's sold out. I'm tired of going across the street. I'm fat. I don't want to walk upstairs. I want to be close. I want to be close. That's what I want. I want to be close. But anyway, so we saw the tree lighting. I love that. I love that whole little story. I love when they let a little kid make a Christmas wish, and then they do the countdown, they do the thing. We saw Santa Claus, but they were having issues with the camera. We had picked a time for 4:05 in the afternoon, and we didn't get in there till like 7 o'clock until they got the camera thing ready and fixed. So that kind of sucked. But the lights are beautiful, as usual. And the thing that I didn't notice before, if you go into Looney Tunes area, and when they have that area where you can look and see the lights, if you go behind, like, where the trick-or-treat trail, there's, like, a lot of signs explaining the different holidays, like Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa. I think that was it for the holidays, I think. And there's, like, signs all around and all decorated and stuff, and it tells you all about the holidays. So, I hear a cat. Hey, cat. Hey, Muffins. Are you trying to eat the tree and then you're going to puke? Yeah, see, the cat is trying to eat my tree. Well, you're caught on video trying to eat a tree. Hey! Get over here, kitty. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Look, he's eating the tree. The damn cat's eating it. Get out of there! I'm going to send you to PETA. They'll put you down and kill you. Get away from my tree. I see you under the pinball machine. I need a stick. I need a stick. Hey, get. I'm watching you. I'm watching. Yeah, so my cat made a my cat's been eating, and then the cat eats the tree, and then it throws it up. You know, little, because they're fake trees, the plastic, fake needles things. So I woke up this morning, almost stepped in a pile of cat puke, and all you could see in it was like chunks of like food, and then green fake things from the tree. And now she's gonna go throw up later, and it's gonna be white from that tree. Kind of funny if you ask me. But yeah, so Holiday in the Park, I love it. It's still got that magical feeling, you know, and I loved it. I wish there were more rides open, but you know what? Being as how cold it was, I don't blame him for not opening a lot of rides. I mean, if you watch I still got to upload pictures and stuff. I'm lacking on that from Florida and this. But if you look in the vlog video, you can see all the different kinds of cool merchandise. You can't see it that good, but let me go. This is the new Christmas ornament for this year. It's got the wreath, says Holiday in the Park. I have the other one upstairs. I got the other two Christmas ones upstairs, but all these ornaments are like 99% of them are amusement park related stuff, and there's a couple like from the cruises, Niagara Falls, and there's a couple other kids made when they were in elementary school, so I put on there. I mean, the other, I have that many ornaments that I needed 2 trees. That's kind of sick. I needed 2 Christmas trees because of all the ornaments I had. Like, this tree's not full of ornaments yet. Cat! Look the cat! Look at the cat! Look at the cat! He's trying to get in there again. The cat's... Muffins, what is it with you and the cat? I mean, in the trees. Why do you like to eat the tree? What did the tree do to you? Huh? You're just laying there. You're trying to be cute underneath there. They can't see you trying to be cute. You know? Thank you. The funny thing is, I went... Matter of fact, when we left Six Flags New England, we drove to Walmart, and I'm like, I want to decorate and change up and set up for Christmas for, the show. So that's what I did. I was just like, ooh, do this. And that's it. I wanted to do that. So I bought, that tree was a nice $25 Walmart special on Black Friday evening at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I love my little $25 tree. It's nice. I like it. So anyway, at the end of the day, if you haven't gone to Holiday in the Park, make sure you do, because on December 8th and 9th, they're going to have Ice Fest. You can check out all the stuff, the Coca-Cola beer. I do know, obviously, booze is extra fee. Ice skating is an extra fee. And I can understand why they do the ice skating extra fee. If it was free, everybody would want to do it, and nobody would get to ice skate. So, There's all different kinds of stuff. And also on the 9th, they're going to do a live nativity scene. I seen the email come through about that. Or a post or something I seen. I think it was a post on Facebook that they put up the event. It's going to be a live nativity scene. They're going to have live animals, live actors just doing a nativity scene. The thing I want to ask the park is where they're going to do the ice rink. I'm sure it's not going to be big. I just want to know where they're going to put it. That's the key. I got like 2 drinks here. So make sure you check out Holiday in the Park because it's awesome. The Six Flags does a really good job, especially that light show that goes off every so much on Main Street. Looks awesome. We did the nice touch. When I was riding the carousel before we were leaving, and look at you. Look at this kid showing up. Look at this goofball.
Hi.
He's got a Slaughter's hat, he's got his ugly Star Wars sweater, and he's got a cat.
And a sweatpants.
Yeah, well, that's not Christmassy. That's just sweatpants.
Okay.
He's just. I'll find out. I highly doubt you're gonna be able to take your own skates, but I'll ask. I mean, why would you? I mean, I know it sounds stupid. But I know it sounds stupid, but who would want to bring their ice skates in? I don't know people particular about their ice skates, but trust me, I know from playing hockey and stuff. You want to play. You don't want to be in other people's ice skates. You want to be in your own. Because let me tell you, when I went ice skating on Oasis of the Seas, the cruise ship, let me tell you, I wish I had my own ice skates. Not the crap that they had. The blades weren't really sharp. They were pretty dull. The ice sucked. I'm sure they got a company that's bringing in the ice rink because it's only set up for those 2 days. So if you want to go ice skating at Six Flags, I mean, I want to do it. I would probably do it just to say that I went ice skating at Six Flags, and then whoever didn't want to ice skate can record me falling on my ass probably. So, yeah. I mean, I'll ask them. I want to know where the ice rink is. I'll ask if we can. I'm pretty sure that they're going to say no. I mean, that could be like a security risk because maybe like you go crazy and just start slicing people's necks and throats open with the skates. You know, you could get them real sharp and just be like walking around and be like, screw you. You know, you can have a Christmas massacre on your hands. I know, I think like really crazy stuff like that, but it could. I'm not saying you would do that, but I'm saying people would. I'd be watching out for people with ice skates all day. You know, is what it is. Is what it is. All right, so enough of that. Let's move on to the next. So the next few things aren't going to be that huge of things, but so if you guys seen that I rode that the Star Flyer in Orlando, which is now the tallest at 450 feet tall. Yes, you're not swinging at 450 feet tall, but the thing that I like is it spins faster than any Star Flyer that I've ever been on. So much so that myself and Luca, I mean, we didn't do like totally turn around, but we were actually twisting. We never get that when we ride together on Sky Screamer at New England. We don't get that. It's just not something that we get. So I'm glad that Icon Orlando there. That's what they call the complex now. It used to be the Orlando Eye, but it's Icon. You know. Icon Orlando for the giant Ferris wheel and the what do you call it, the Sky Screamer, because we went to Iaapa and because we had media passes. For those that don't know, when you sign up as media, when they approve your media credentials via Iaapa, you're gonna get your email box is gonna be flooded with all different companies. They want you to come by, do interviews, check out their products. You talk to them, and then you can say, "Hey, can I film this? Can I take pictures?" 99% of the time they allow it. I know the first day during Iaapa was nuts because like you whip out the camera, and then the camera police are like right there, like right on top of you, like, "No, you can't. Oh, you got media. Okay, never mind." They're just like right on top of you. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, so they sent an invite out. We were actually we go up to the Orlando Eye, and they're like, "Oh, you're on our list." And me and Luca look at each other like we're like on crack or something. Like, what list? But it was the media list, and we were allowed to do the thing. It was cool. It was crazy. I even bought the shirt. I had to have the shirt. I mean, it's the tall at this point in time. It's the tallest swing ride. I had to have the shirt. I mean, they gave me a free ticket, so why not buy the shirt? Eli. Oh, okay. So it's pronounced Eli. And have I ever been to Holiday Lights at Lake Compound? I have. I went the first and second year that they had it. I would like to go this year, but I don't think I'm going to have time this year to go. We live the crazy life that we put ourselves into. And I'll give you the example of all the crap that's going on. Tomorrow is Devin's birthday. He turns 16. Makes me feel real old. So tomorrow is his 16th birthday. So Saturday we're going to have his birthday party. Sunday I'm going to that place, the Christmas place in Abington, Mass. I want to go check out outdoor decorations and stuff and check that out. Then the following weekend, the 8th, we bought tickets for Fright Kingdom for Krampus, the haunted house themed to Krampus. Then the Sunday we're going to Six Flags. Well, at least I am. I know Devin wants nothing to do with it because it's going to be... Right now it's calling for 32 degrees high, some snow during the day, and then a low of like 22 at night. So, yeah. I expect no rides really to be open except for like the teacups and so on and so forth. And I still want to go. I want to check out Ice Fest. I don't care about the rides at this point. It's so cold that I don't really want to ride much. I just want to have the hot cocoa. I want to chill out. That's all I want to do. I don't care about the... I mean, if there's a ride open, I will go ride it. Yes, I will. But I care more about the atmosphere than going on the rides during this. But anyway, Holiday Lights... Nelson says, Holiday Lights isn't really worth it. It depends. If you get a season pass, it's worth it. I think they need to expand upon, add more stuff. They haven't really added anything in a while. Now I don't know if it's because they're just trying to generate any extra income they can, or it's just not really popular. Plus, it's tough with the weather. Last year was horrible. It was horrific with the cold. I think we may end up with that same scenario again. I hope not, but I think we may, because this week coming up is the end of the warmth. It's looking in. I mean, we're looking out in the future forecast, and you can't really tell because even the night of the 8th, when we're going to Fright Kingdom in New Hampshire, it's calling for some snow. Whether it's an inch, 2 inch, 5, I don't know what it is. I'm still driving and going. I'll just go a little early. And speaking of Fright Kingdom, we do get a behind the screams tour, and we're gonna do a write up about that and a video and all that stuff. So. Yeah, when you got a pass, it's okay. It's fine not to ride stuff all the time. I don't at New England. I ride stuff. I don't hardcore ride all the time. I just kind of mosey along. I make vlogs when I'm there. I'm chilling out, talking to people, having a grand old time. Other parks, I do more riding because I don't go to these other parks a lot. But for lake compounds, if you got the season pass, if you do, it's worth taking a visit, having a nice stroll through if you can get a good night and not freeze your butt off. Every time I go to Lake Compounds Holiday Lights, it's one of the coldest nights that I could have ever picked, and everybody cries because it's cold. I hate the cold. I hate the snow. I want to move to Florida or somewhere warm, maybe the Caribbean. I don't care, just away from all the snow and cold crap. I'm just over it. Well, what do I do then? Well, what do you mean, what do you do then? Do you the question is, do you have a season pass to Lake Compounds? If not, go to Six Flags. There's a lot of things to do. Now, you don't always have to do amusement park stuff. I know everybody's trying to get in their amusement park fill before they close for the season. If it's open on January 1st, I will be right there with you, Lugo. I will be right there with you. Matter of fact, I will go there New Year's Eve, and I will go there New Year's Day. Just because I can. And be crazy like that. But, see, the thing that, especially on this channel, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show everybody out there that there's a lot of other cool attractions to do. If you get the Silver Pass to just go and have fun. You can go ride the train, you can walk around, you can get some hot chocolate. They got fires, They got a cool area to go hang out at. There's not going to be a lot. It's more geared towards family. You're not going to have any of the big roller coasters open. You're going to have some flat rides open. Don't go with like expecting like big rides to be open. Not going to happen. But you can go on the train ride and have and just look at the, they got the music on it, and you can go look at the Christmas lights. We all want to be like hardcore gun ho, ride what we can, right? That's what we love theme parks. We love all that stuff. That's what we want to do, right? Christmas time's a little different. We live in New England. We don't live in Florida. And the problem that I have with a lot, it sucks because we live in New England and we live up north and it gets cold and it snows and it sucks. Obviously certain rides can't operate in certain temperatures. And obviously, if you're in Florida, everything's open as long as, some apocalyptic scenario didn't happen. So we dealt with this hand, the hand that we dealt with living in New England. It sucks, and that's what happened. So I would go with a grain of salt to say, hey, I'm going to ride the train. You can spend 2 or 3 hours there. Just go ride the train. Get some hot chocolate. Go sit by the fire. Go ride the tornado ride. Or actually, what's cool is go ride the little cars there. You can ride the flyers. You can ride the carousel. I know it's not big, bad, crazy thing, but guess what? It's cool. Like, when I go, Devin can't deal with the cold. He's just, there's a lot of things I could say, but I don't want to say them because they're really mean. And it could get you in trouble because of this politically correct world we live in, but still. But you get what I'm going at. So, I would say just go have fun. Forget what anybody says. Just go and have fun. So right now we're going to talk about Volcano Bay at Universal Studios Orlando. Now, for those that have no clue, that's their new water park. And I remember watching on Facebook Live when Universal put it out there and they were doing the media day for it. And, and it was opening. And I was intrigued by just a little bit that I was able to see. I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't watch anybody's videos about Volcano Bay. I kind of wanted that element of surprise because I knew at some point I was going to go. And then I presented to Luke. I'm like, hey, let's just go. It's there. I want to go. That was like the one huge thing that I wanted to do in Florida. And we did. We went. It's $80 to get in. I know it's kind of a steep. But I have to say at the end of the day, Volcano Bay is beautiful. It's my favorite part of Universal Orlando right now. Is Volcano Bay. What do you call it? That volcano has 3 slides in it. It's got the, like the bonsai pipeline. The floor drops out from the drop slide. But they're taller than Bonsai Pipeline. I think Bonsai Pipeline is like 70 feet tall. The ones on the volcano are 125 feet. At the bottom of the stairs, there's a sign that says 209 steps to the top. Me and Luco, the fat boys in town, we did it twice. Not once, twice. We climbed and did 2 different slides. We did the one that's just straight, and then the other one which went around. I probably, on the second one, should have said, hey, give me a minute. We got to the top, there was nobody there. I didn't even have time to catch my breath, being as fat as I am. Did not have time to catch my breath, and went in. I think I almost drowned myself. I couldn't breathe. And that was the one I was spiraling around, doing whatever while I was going. The one thing that I will say, speaking of Lake Compounds, do you have a gold? I have not read up on my Lake Compounds pass. This might be a skip the Lake Compounds pass year. And the only reason why I say that is they're not adding anything new and big. The last new and big thing they added was Phobia. And I get it, they had problems with Boulder Dash with the crash. They had issues with Wildcat, and they've been doing a lot of infrastructure. And Studios Islands, Volcano Bay is the 3rd park technically to Universal. You actually have to get bused over there. They have a bus that picks you up at the parking lot and takes you to where the water park is. Volcano Bay has, they have a water coaster, and it goes in and out of the volcano. They have a beautiful wave pool, and that drop slide I told you about that went straight down. There's a clear tube along the side of the wave pool where you can see people whizzing by in, which is cool. They got kiddie areas. They have a lazy river with the tubes. Then they have like a crazy lazy river. No tubes, but you have to wear a life vest. And then like it's got a fast current and a big. If you watch the Volcano Bay vlog on this channel, you can see. What do you call it? It has a big wave, and then it rocks you side to side. There's like this bubbly area, like it's like a million little munchkins like farting and creating all these little bubbles. There's a lot of cool elements in that place. It's really cool. They had the slide where it's got the drop. There's one with a 4-foot drop and a 6-foot drop. Really crazy. We had fun. When we walked by, they looked like little kiddie slides. And then it's like we walked on the side and was so like, whoa, you like dropped. So then we ran back and did it. Now, one thing that I do love about Volcano Bay, like having like an Apple Watch, or if you have a Magic Band or whatever, Volcano Bay has what they call a tapu, and you can, bing and do the whole reserve a ride. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. They just give it to you, and then you return it at the end. The one thing that I hate about Universal, even in the parks, they don't have that great of merchandise that I realized. Even going through studios when we did the Iaapa event, and we'll talk about that. Hey, what's up, Sean? Happy holidays to you as well, Sean. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. But yeah, so Volcano Bay is awesome. I really enjoy it. They have a huge, great selection of slides, pools. The cabanas look awesome. So I definitely, if you're looking to try a new water park, check that out. The next time I go down to Florida, I want to go to Aquatica, and check that out. So maybe like next Iaapa, go to Aquatica. We did Volcano Bay, go to Aquatica. I haven't done that one yet. And check that out. So, but yeah, I definitely highly recommend Volcano Bay if you're looking for a water park on a nice day. Like, it was weird because like we pulled up, it started raining, and then by the time we got on our bathing suits and was ready to roll, the sun came out and the crowds were light. It was a great day. It was awesome. Plus the water's heated too, to a nice 85 degrees. So that was good. All right, so where the hell am I in my notes? All right, so we went to Animal Kingdom because Luco had never been to Animal Kingdom. Luco also had never done Mickey's Christmas Party yet, so we'll get into that in a momento. But anyway, so Animal Kingdom, I really wanted to go back. I haven't been there since 2012, but I really want to go because I want to check out Pandora, that whole land of Avatar. And I should have I bought the puppet. The dragon puppet, the Navi, whatever you call that thing, the Banshee puppet with the handle, and he can sit on your shoulder, and you can make him go, Rah! And he can make his wings flap up, you can make his head turn, make his mouth open. Thing is cool as hell. Expensive, they're like $60. But they're cool. They're neat. They're pretty durable. I still play with it, Luco, surprisingly. Like if I'm laying in bed, at night I'll have a conversation with the toy. If you could only hear what myself and the Banshee talk about, you'd be surprised. We do a lot of talking. I know, I'm a dork, but still. It was one of the best conversations I ever had. Really. So, anyway, so we went there, and we got there right for opening, and, what they do is when they open so you can go in, then you get stopped wherever, for a rope drop, so to speak. So we were waiting. We didn't wait more than probably a half hour. Probably from when they let us into the park until we got off the ride. I think in total was like a half hour. Cause like we got in the park about, I want to say maybe like 8:40. And then we were out by 9:04, 9:05. We were already off the ride. They got a long queue to get through it all and all that. Beautiful scenery, the floating islands, all the different decorations. And let me tell you, it's a total different thing between night and day. Let me tell you. During the day, just, it's like the movie. And then nighttime, it's dark, it lights up. I wish it was a little bit brighter with the lighting up. Like, I feel like it needs more light. More of that colorful light, I guess. But other than that, I thought it was cool. Yeah, the eye crane. Yeah, the Banshee thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It was cool. Like, and the ride, the Flight of Passage, I gotta say, that ride was cool. Because, like, when you sit on it, it's like sitting, like, on, what's the ride at Lake Compounds there? The one that spins and rocks back and forth. I forget what the hell they call that ride over there. But you sit like that, the thing comes up on your back, and you sit on it like that kind of seat. And when you're flying around, it feels like that Banshee's breathing. That part of it, number one, blew my mind. That was one. Two, it's like soaring just on crack, on steroids. Then, number three, it was really, I mean, yes, it's a screen the ride, but the way it was, you could, like, smell the forest, and then when you went by the ocean, you got sprayed by the water. It really felt like you were flying. It didn't make me feel sick. Didn't, and being right there, it was great. I mean, the Q line, like, story thing they're telling you, that was stupid. I didn't really care for it. Wave around, we're checking you for bugs, whatever. I didn't really. Yeah, Revolution. There you go. It's like that. I couldn't think of the name of the ride, but you get what I'm saying. It was like, the seats are like that. It was just cooler, I would say. Now, that river ride for the Avatar land there, whatever they call it, Navi River Journey or whatever, that ride, I know a lot. I do like 21 Pilots. I might be 40, but I'm still hip to some of the music that you young whippersnappers listen. Matter of fact, I heard of 21 Pilots before my kids did, and then my kids started listening to it. See? I'm good like that sometimes. But no, that River Journey thing was cool. See, that's how, Universal should definitely take some notes from Disney about how to do a ride, even because there's still some screen-based stuff inside the River Journey, but it's not prominent like Gringotts. That's why I hate Gringotts. It's just screen. And we'll talk about Fast and the Furious, too, when we talk about the Iaapa event. But anyway, so there's a few elements here and there on that River Journey with the screen stuff. I mean, you can tell it's screen, but it still looks good. And that animatronic at the end, mind blown. If you haven't seen anybody's, whether it's mine or some other YouTube channel or video anywhere of the on-ride video of that ride, you need to look at that video. You can find it on my channel. Just look in the playlist. Look at Disney. You'll find it. Just click the Disney playlist. You'll find it. Or on-ride POVs, you'll find the video. It's there. If you haven't seen it, check it out. A lot of people talk so much trash about that ride. I don't know why. I don't know what they were expecting out of it. I mean, you're like on a boat. You're like going through whatever. It shouldn't have froze. Could it have? I got everything going good on my end. I mean, it could have froze. I don't know. But still, there's a lot of people out there that just hate the ride. I don't know. I want to say 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, that log ride, that river ride. I think it's fantastic. The animatronic, one of them Navi people there, the little Avatar blue people. Let me tell you, I honestly think that, one, I heard that they have 2 of that in case one breaks, and they have a projection in case both of those animatronics break. And I heard they're about $500,000 a piece. That's what I heard. I don't know. I haven't seen any official numbers. I don't know. But regardless, I love that ride. I don't know why a lot of people hate it. It's a nice, relaxing ride. It's beautiful scenery. I rode it twice, and I was in amazement every time I rode it. Like, the 2 times that I rode it, I loved it. I don't know. I just don't know why there's people that love it like I do, and there's people that hate it. I'd love to know why the people that hate it, is it because they hate Avatar? Is that like how I hate Harry Potter? Just like Harry Potter doesn't do anything for me. Avatar, the movie was pretty good. I liked the movie, but I thought both rides were fantastic. I know there's some people that are hating on all the rides. They're like, oh, but I think they're fantastic, and it only makes me that much more excited for Star Wars Land because of the space that they used for Pandora and what they did with that, and the rides and the land and everything that they did, and what they did with that. If they do, and obviously Star Wars is going to be bigger, it just gets me more excited. But there's now a projection show on the Tree of Life, and that was neat to see. It's like a 5-minute show that they project different animal stuff. We did the safari. We did Expedition Everest. We didn't do the mouse coasters. I had to wait, and I guess we just didn't want to wait for a mouse. We did the dinosaur ride. I love that dinosaur ride. We ate at Tusker House. I love that food. I don't know what you thought about the food, Lugo, at the Tusker House, but I loved it. I thought it had a great variety of different ethnic food. It had like chicken curry. I know he had like fish and stuff like that, and there was all different kinds. They had, I think, pork chops. I don't know. Harry Potter. I'm sorry, Harry Potter. The castle ride there. That ride's cool. Gringotts Bank is horrible. That ride is horrible. That's just. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I want more than just screen the ride. Like what they did with Hogwarts Castle was perfect blend. I've said it a million times, and I will say it another million more, even if you guys are sick of hearing me saying it. Gringotts Bank is just, it looks like a cave, and it's just screens. That's cheap, lazy construction of a ride. They advertise it as a roller coaster. It's not a roller coaster. It's a dock ride. That sucks. Now, Hogwarts Castle, on the other hand, beautiful ride. It's the perfect blend of screen, animatronics, props, story. It was perfect from beginning to end. I know a lot of people get nauseated by it and feel sick riding. My brother, he can only ride it like once a visit, and then he's done. But I love it. That Gringotts Bank, if I had I would rip that ride out, get my money back, and put a new ride in. That's how much I hate that ride. Like when we're with a group of people, whether you've ridden it or not, you want to ride it, I ride it. I complain and talk trash about it while I'm in the line. This ride sucks. That's just me. I just don't like the ride. I think that ride is awful. Hogwarts Express is good. But I'm talking about Hogwarts Express, I like. I mean, you got no choice but to be screen the ride sitting in the train because they don't want you to see outside behind the scenes. The Hogwarts Castle ride is good. Well, the Tusker House, that is the theme. What it looks like, that's the theme to what it is. That's its theme itself. I know it's not much of a theme, but that's the Tusker House. That what you see and what it is and how it's set up. That's the theme. That's what it's going for, and that's the scenery and theming to that ride. I mean, restaurant. Yeah, the inside the castle, the queue line is amazing. I mean, even in Gringotts Bank, the Gringotts ride, the queue line is awesome. Once you get off the elevator portion to get onto the ride, that's where it fails. From there on, like, let me go through the queue and then get out. I'll walk through the queue. I'll be a team player. The ride is horrible. And all you Harry Potter I know there's tons of Harry Potter fans. If that's what you like, go, by all means, go enjoy it. But that ride was crap. But, and I also think, speaking of crap, I mean, I love A Bug's Life that's inside the Tree of Life. But it's dated, and I think it needs to be updated or something, a new show. I mean, obviously, it's been the same since day one. They haven't really done anything to it. I laugh still. I still enjoy it. Nobody wants to. Everybody's all about Pandora. And I have a feeling, I don't think the tree itself is, because the ride's inside that tree. I don't see the tree going away. That's like a centerpiece. You know how like you got Cinderella's Castle in Magic Kingdom. Volcano Bay has a volcano. Epcot has the ball. Animal Kingdom has a Tree of Life. If you get you get where I'm going with that. I know Volcano Bay is not Disney, but I'm just using that as all these parks have a centerpiece ride. There's some kind of structure, some kind of ride, some kind of something that's a centerpiece, and I think it needs a new show inside. And I love the movie Bugs Life. It's cute. I think it's awesome. Expedition Everest. Hopefully they fix the Yeti at some point. I love that ride. I don't know, Luco, you can elaborate on what you thought about Animal Kingdom for your first visit. I loved it. I always like going to Animal Kingdom. I mean, it's not a total... I mean, we spent a whole day walking around, riding stuff. But... I like Animal Kingdom. I dig it. Where is my notes? Where are my notes? All right, so we're going to talk about SeaWorld. I'm doing this all out of order just because just how I feel like talking about it. So SeaWorld, the Friday after Iaapa, you know, Friday ended on that Friday. Jessica flew in, met up with us, and we did SeaWorld on the Saturday. And I finally got to experience their Christmas celebration. They didn't have that when I went in 2009. We did the thing. We bought the quick queue to skip the line for Rudolph meet and greet. You know, you got to meet Rudolph, Clarice, and then another section you had the Bumble. You could skip the line. And we also could skip the line to go see Santa Claus. And we did that. And the intention was, Jessica's idea was to really upset and piss off kids and parents. And it works really good. When we were, especially, I noticed it like going for Rudolph. Like there was a family starting to walk over there, and then here we come, boom. Go back to the line. We just skipped you. Once the kids get all upset and the parents are like, what the hell? Best $20 ever spent. I love. Yeah, that's right. Press that. Oops. Don't press F. If you press F. Wait. There we go. I pressed F to pay my respects to the Yeti. But yeah, no. What do you call it? Yeah, so it was enjoyable. We did it with Santa too. I enjoy making kids upset and cry and get angry, and parents. People hate when people skip the line, and that was great. So I finally got the experience. Jessica bought this disgusting peppermint drink. I thought it was gross. If you watched... Oh, wait, I don't know if the SeaWorld vlog came out yet. I don't think it did. But you'll see my reaction to that. We rode all the rides. You know, we saw all the... we did the behind-the-scenes tour thing with the sea lions, which was cool. Because if you go to where the sea lions are, and you go pay... You know, you get the little paper container thing of, like, 3 little fishes. Or whatever, you throw them, and sometimes the birds steal them. Well, at the end of your tour, they give you a whole metal bucket full of fish. You know, like the little ones are considered like celery to them, and then like the big fatter ones, like the herring or whatever, are like a cheeseburger to them, we found out. And then there was this one seal, and you'll see it in the video of him flapping his flipper and going... It's kind of like going me. It's when the video comes out, you laugh. It's hilarious. It's great. So we rode Mako again. Mako's still incredible. We rode Kraken. I enjoy Kraken. We rode Journey to Atlantis. We got wet. And then Jessica had the bright idea to go sit in the soak zone during a Shamu show. You will see that in the video as well. You can watch me get soaked and you can laugh. Now, not only did we get wet there, we got wet during the Sea Lion tour, and then Luco was the smart one. He decided not to go on Infinity Falls. Smartest move that he could have ever made, because anywhere that water could hit, guess who got it? Me. I got it. I got soaked, and it sucked because it was nighttime. There was no sun to dry me out. But I will say that the Infinity Falls is awesome. It's definitely my favorite Rapids ride ever. Now, the Rapids ride at Animal Kingdom, whatever the hell they call that one was good. Because we rode that and got wet. Infinity Falls, I got so wet, it was like I jumped into a swimming pool. I mean, think about that. It was like jumping into a swimming pool. The setup's weird. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the raft. It's like, you know, like the normal seats in a circle, and then it has like this metal fence backing thing, and then it has like 2 openings on the side. And Jessica was sitting next to the opening. I was sitting next to her. She's next to the opening. I'm next to her. And anytime the thing turned and hit water, guess who got wet? Me. I hit every waterfall, anything. I hit it all. But I do like the drop. The drop is awesome. Now, when you get to the area where that, 40, 50-foot drop that Infinity Falls has, you go up on an elevator. It was cool as hell. Yeah, it's short, and I liked the one at Disney. I liked it. But it seems that Infinity Falls has a really good... It's probably the longest rapids ride that I've ever been on. And I've been on quite a few. Stupidly, I always complain about getting soaked all the time, and I still do it. I don't know why, but I still do it. But regardless, anyway. So there's an elevator, and it goes up, and then it pushes you out, and you go down the drop. And then we hit the drop. Guess who gets soaked? This guy. I was soaked. Soaked. I gotta post the pictures on SFNEOnline's Facebook, and you'll see. I'll put like after I posted it on Twitter and Instagram and whatever we have. I was just posting it everywhere. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was fun. Even though I was soaked. I mean, I was so soaked, I didn't get to get out of those clothes until like 11 o'clock at night. And we had stopped at the... I don't know how many of you have been to Orlando and how many of you have been to the McDonald's over there on International Drive, the big one with the second floor of play area. That thing's got McPizza, which is oven brick pizza. It's got pasta. Luco had the pasta. I had pizza. It wasn't bad. I mean, I would get the pizza again, and I would probably try the pasta. I mean, I had like a little McChicken sandwich. I had pizza. I don't even know if I had a McChicken. I don't know what the hell I had. I don't remember. I just know I ate food, and it was great. All right, next on the list was Mickey's Christmas Party. Again, this was something Luco had never done. So, I mean, I've done it several times, and I love it. So you got to experience Mickey's Christmas Party. The one thing that I loved about Disney was the Magic Band. Now, you don't have to be staying on property to use it. You can buy it. I bought this one. Mine's got Nightmare Before Christmas on it. I had it shipped very quickly so I could have it before I went. You can link your Disney account. Your tickets are on it. So if you print out your tickets, then you got to go to the ticket booth, get a ticket, and do that thing. This, you just put it on. You can, through the app, you can book your Fast Pass. McDonald's in Japan has corn. So the Fast Pass allows you 3, but because we were at Iaapa and you can only get in at 4 o'clock for the Mickey's Christmas Party, so from 4 to midnight, we were able to use 2 Fast Pass. What the hell did we use? I think we used... What did we use it on? Oh, I think we used it on Haunted Mansion. And I think we used Jingle Cruise. Well, Jungle Cruise, but Jingle Cruise. I think that's what we did. But anyway, so for those that haven't been to the Christmas party, doesn't know what it is, we do have a vlog, but I'll explain it to you. So now the Christmas party is a special event, less people. All the ride lines except for like Seven Dwarfs were like walk on. Like I don't think we waited more than 5 minutes. Oh, Space Mountain had a little tiny bit of a wait, maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe. I don't know, but still. So ride wait times are what do you call it? Very minimal. If you see a blow up straight up peppermint stick, that's a snack place. You can get cookies, hot chocolate. They're different. You can get chocolates and apple cider at another. You can get pretzels and snow cones at another. You can get chocolate chip cookies and hot chocolate at another one. You can get like a sugar cookie or whatever at another. There's all different kinds of different stuff you can get. It's included in your ticket. There's all kinds of different merchandise. There's all kinds of, you have your Frozen Wishes show. You have your Holiday Wishes show. You have the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas show. You have a Mickey's Christmas parade. They also have Tomorrowland Christmas, which features like Buzz Lightyear, Stitch, whatever. Yes, Seven Dwarfs had like a 40-minute wait. even during the party. It was nuts. I was like, the hell with that. That ride is not worth a 40-minute wait. It's like half of a ride. They're missing half the ride. That was definitely like a fail on Disney's part right there with that. It was like they built half a ride and said, screw it. That's all we need. People are going to line up for this. And people do. The ride is cool. The concept of the swinging mine cars is cool. That indoor section is awesome. I like the little thing when you're rolling back to the station with the witch and Snow White with the apple. That is a nice touch and that's cool. But it's missing half a ride. I don't know what happened, why it happened. I don't know. But it's missing half a ride. But yeah, I mean, we rode everything we want to ride. And we rode that stupid ride that Luco loves. It's a Small World. For those that were paying attention, we did go live. I don't know if you can get Dasani water. I can find out. I think you can get a bottle of water as a snack. Or you can go to the... Take 6 or JB's. You can get the Dasani water in the Coke Freestyle machines. You can get that in there too. Yeah, because if you're a membership and you get the cup, if you get that cup, or whatever, you can get the Freestyle machines have Dasani flavored water, and they have regular water in there. I'm sure it's not Dasani water though. It's just flavored to be like that. So, yeah, we did eat at the park. We got a quick food before the party started. We watched parades, fireworks, shows galore. I mean, I waited like 20 minutes before for that ride. I waited. Like last year when Dave went with me to Iaapa, we kept watching the wait time. We got in there like 20, 25 minutes, almost walk on status. That we waited for it for then. But we had gotten the credit before that anyway. We didn't wait that long. But yeah, again, like I said, there's a ton of awesome things to do. Like when I do that, I try to get all my rides in. The majority of the rides that I want to ride before the party officially starts at like 7 o'clock at night. That's when it officially starts. So between 4 and 7, I try to hit every ride that I can. Yeah, you can get Agawam Swamp Water for free. So yeah, I try to hit every ride, and then I go, I watch a parade. I watched all the different fireworks shows, we watched all the shows. We watched the parade. We watched all that stuff. We had Tomorrowland Christmases. They alternated between that show and the Edge Effect. Now, for those that don't remember, I first heard of the Edge Effect last December when I was on Oasis of the Seas. They were playing that, for a few nights on Oasis. So we got to catch them live there. That's how I first heard about it. We met them there. We took pictures with them. And then I found out that they were playing every night that there's Mickey's Christmas party. They're playing at the Tomorrowland stage. And I was like, yes! So I went and I live streamed that on my personal Facebook. I didn't do it on SFNEOnline's. But I am going to upload the performance. I think I did, and it's just not up yet. But the Edge Effect is an a cappella group. What is it? Pentatonic. Yeah, they do popular songs. They do whatever. Great music, great show. I loved it. Not a lot of people watch it because it was like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. But I loved it. Oh, and I finally rode the People Mover. I had never ridden that before. I was actually excited to ride that. It's kind of a long ride. Kind of pointless, but I was excited to ride it for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's good to get off your feet and chill. Because let me tell you, my knees were killing me. All right, so what I got left now to talk about is Iaapa and Iaapa at Universal. So I'm going to get the Iaapa celebration of Universal out of the way, and then it's Iaapa time, and you guys can ask me anything you want to watch. We'll talk about Iaapa or all the cool things that happen. And then you can watch the vlogs as they come out. Because it's going to be a day 3 vlog. I don't think I had enough footage for a day 4. I might have. I don't remember. I edited everything for Iaapa, or it's just scheduled to come out. Stuff's coming out for the next, 8 days. So it's going to be crazy. But in any case, so the Iaapa celebration at Iaapa had to do with celebrating 100 years of being this organization. Now, they alternate this event every year. It switches, between SeaWorld, Disney, and what do you call it? And Universal. So, one thing I forgot to mention, and now that I think about it, after Volcano Bay, we went to City Walk. I tried Voodoo Donuts. They were pretty good. But we went to that troublesome toothless chocolate place, and we actually sat down and had dinner. And what we did with that was, I tried those chocolate chicken wings there. They were actually pretty good. It was weird, but it was good. The food was phenomenal. I just wanted to point that out. Like, I actually enjoyed the food, and I had the shake. Oh, was it so good. So good. But anyway, so, the event for Iaapa for Universal cost $189. So what did you get for $189? You got what, 3.5, 4 hours? You got 4 hours in the park. 3.5, 4 hours. So you got ERT on Rip Ride Rocket, Jimmy Fallon, Fast and Furious, Transformers. Am I missing anything? I know we wrote everything that was on the list. Rip Ride Rocket, Fast and Furious, Jimmy Fallon, Transformers. There's 4 or 5 rides. Whatever other rides were, we wrote them. Now, besides that, we had ERT on that. They had food everywhere. They had restaurants open. Walk in. We went to the Italian place. We had pizza, salad, whatever. Oh, maybe I got that disease from eating the Caesar salad thing. Maybe I'm dying. I don't know. You should... Yeah, I hadn't ridden the People Mover until November of 2018. You are definitely... I've never ridden it. And I've been going to Disney since the 90s. Never rode it. I don't know why, but yeah. Oh, yeah, the Mummy. Yep, there you go. I knew I was missing a ride. But they had food. They had, like, these little buffet line things out there. They had restaurants open to get food. And then you had the Bare Naked Ladies concert, which was, I thought was fantastic, phenomenal. I loved it. It's funny. It's like, you don't remember the hit songs they had back in the day. And then they start doing like, oh, that belonged to them? Holy crap. And then, you kind of singing along in your head or out loud or whatever. And you'll see some of that in the vlog video. I'm debating. I didn't record, like, everything. There's, like, a few minutes of not recorded stuff. Because, like, I was, like, Facebook messaging live to, Jessica didn't pick up the phone. Because she was spinning out on the highway, and she couldn't be bothered to answer the phone. No. She spun out on the highway. Was doing donuts. Because it was snowing and whatever. Icy, whatever. I was during the snowstorm. That's right. They were having a snowstorm. We were at Universal listening to the Bare Naked Ladies. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. It was a great concert inside the park. That event... To me, I felt I got my money's worth. I got to ride everything that was there. I got to eat some good food. I got to see a 90-minute concert. It was great. I felt it was worth the money. That was me, though. I mean, I even had downloaded and saved... I'm just going to check real quick. Because it'll only take me all of 2 seconds to download this to show you, just because I want everybody to know if you get to go to Iaapa at some point, and you can do the event. This is just to give you an idea of what you're getting your money's worth for. And let me tell you, I felt that I got my money's worth out of it. Like, I really thought like it was awesome. Let me see where the hell this is. I know I saved it. I saved like everything. I'm still getting emails from companies from Iaapa, which is kind of funny. Did I not save it? Did I delete it? Oh wait. Okay, here we go. It's probably gone by now. Oh no, it's here. All right, cool. Oh, wait, can it read PDFs? Let's see if it can read a PDF. I'm gonna add it and see if it can. It might not. I don't know if this thing does PDFs. Where did I save it? Crap. Where did I? Oh, okay. Never mind. I found where it was. It wasn't showing up, so that might be bad. It might not recognize it. No, I can't. Maybe if I do this. I know it's pretty irrelevant. I know. I just want to see if I can turn this into a. I know it's irrelevant and nobody really cares because it's like done and over with. But we're gonna try and see if it works. Just because I feel it's relevant for those. There's a lot of people. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, forget it. I'll figure it out. I mean, I can look at it and read it to you. Even though the visual is always better, but like I said, they had all kind. You could go to Richter's Burgers, get hamburgers, cheeseburgers, portobello mushroom burgers, fries, garden salad, milkshakes. They had, if you went to San Francisco Street Station, you can get, and I think Lugo did. You can get the ribs, you could get dry rub, chopped pork butt, macaroni and cheese, Kansas City pulled pork, pulled smoke. I mean, they just had food. It was crazy. It was ridiculous, and it was worth it. Yeah, the Mummy was an awesome ride. That ride was awesome. We had a front row ride on it too, which was I usually never get. I usually never get that, but still, it was definitely, I don't know. It was definitely awesome, and I really enjoyed that event. I mean, let's face it, it was awesome. So if anybody gets their credentials approved, or if you get to go to Iaapa and the opportunity arises, go to the event. Go to Iaapa if you can. If they will approve if you can get your press credentials, if you have a site or whatever, if they will approve them, then go. If you can buy the tickets, buy the ticket and go. Because I feel Iaapa was worth it. So with that being said, let's get into Iaapa. Because, well, Iaapa is Iaapa, and Iaapa is cool. So those that don't know what Iaapa is, it's basically the amusement industry, trade show. Anything that you can imagine that you could think of in the amusement industry, you can find, buy. I mean, mascots, wheels for roller coasters. All the manufacturers for roller coasters are there. Go-karts, water slide, everything and anything. They had rides from Zamprella and SBF, and you could ride them inside there. They had all these other weird things. Pinball machines, arcade games, all that stuff's on free play. You can even play, what do you call it, midway games. They had all that set up. As you see, as the vlog videos come out, you can see all this stuff. I mean, Christmas decorations, Halloween stuff. Matter of fact, we went and talked to, I don't know how many people have heard of Froggy Fog. They make like fog machines, snow machines, all kinds of stuff. They're like you go in a haunted house. All right, example, Holiday in the Park. How many of you been there this year and you could smell pine or cookies or whatever? They sell a device that sprays that crap out. So there's all the different. I mean, we actually talked to the owner of Froggy's Fog along with one of the sales reps. That was really cool. I got his card upstairs. Guy was awesome. Guy was cool. Me and him, Luco was like, it's another one of you. He was short like me. We had crazy demented minds. Something I didn't know and didn't think of. And I told Factory of Terror about this too. The scents you can put in the fog machines. So when it's blowing out the fog, you can make it smell. I mean, there's some disgusting stuff it was disgusting. There was some disgusting stuff, and I mean, there's some good stuff too. Some guy was trying to make a concoction to make it like a Christmas cookie kind of thing, but I mean, there was urine, there was poop, there's charred body, burnt thing, dead body, there's some disgusting stuff. There was some good stuff too, but you can also put them in the machine that does the fog bubbles. You can put the scent in that, so when the bubble pops, the fog inside will have that smell. So as it's popping all over the place, it could pop on you, and then you'd be walking around with that smell all over you. It's disgusting, but it would be funny to do. Matter of fact, last week I got the codes for what do you call it? Because of the media thing, and you talk to these places. Some of the places, the deals still go past. Yeah, see, my Iaapa code for 10%. This code, when ordering, will give you 20% off of the fluids and 10% off Froggy's fog machines. The code expires on December 4th at midnight. So if I put the code in, I can get it. So, yeah. So what I want to do is the sales guy, because we were like so much alike, the guy gave me his card but put his cell phone number on it. Yeah, you can get the smell of rotting corpses. The Kringles, the Kringle cabin. There's those Kringle candles. There could be Kringle scents. I'm going to check that up right now and see what that is. Kringle's. Yeah, there's a Kringle candle company. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're the ones that make that candle for Six Flags, the Holiday in the Park candle. The Kringle candle. See, I'm just trying to see if they have... Ooh, come back here. Yeah, there's all different kinds of stuff. I don't know if... See, the way that the scents that are being spilled out into the park, there's a machine, there's different sizes. And, some are big. Like if I wanted to be a jerk, and you can buy a thing that looks like one of them, like Glade plug-ins, like the big ones, and it has that, like, wax little jelly thing you can put in, and you can plug it in or whatever, and you can, like, hide it in somebody's house and make their house smell like crap. And make them go nuts until they find this device. They have big ones that can just keep spraying stuff out for a while. And then they have, like, really big ones. And I think that, like, Six Flags has, like, the really big ones. Because you're outdoors. You need to really be pumping that out for you to be able to smell Christmas trees or cookies or peppermint when you're walking by. You need to be able to, so... You can buy that stuff from Froggy's Fog. If you just type Google in Froggy's Fog, you can see all the stuff they sell. It's awesome. I'm going to buy some stuff, actually. And mess with the world. But anyway, so Iaapa. Day one, which is the Tuesday, is always the day that is the big... That's like with the top dogs of announcements for the big rides. They usually unveil a coaster car. They talk about some kind of new product, something different, something new, something, whatever it is. So, we got to see S&S and Kennywood unveil Steel Curtains cars, which I think are beautiful. I think they're awesome. You got to see the SeaWorld announcement, and then, we walked to Skyline Attractions where they showed the San Diego, the new weird thing. They showed off... what was the other thing? I know we were there and we recorded stuff. I don't remember what the other one was. I forgot. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the vlogs. But anyway, you get the point. There's always... Every day there is announcements that are going to show off different various... see, I could smell it when I was there Friday. I could smell the pine from the Christmas trees. But, so... And the cool thing is you keep walking down the aisles... You'll see different products, different rides, different whatever. They do have a food sample section where they're trying to sell all these different types of foods. I saw some products that I actually sent the information to Six Flags New England. I said, you need these food items. I said, get this going. Work on this, please. I would like this to be in the park. Just for my own benefit, never mind the rest of you. I'll just sit there and eat all the food because there was some delicious stuff. I also sent the park a bunch of stuff. I just did it. I don't get paid to do it. I just did it because I want the benefit to try to make Six Flags New England that much better. But I don't mind passing that information on to other parks in the area because I just want to make sure that, later, Nelson, I just want to make sure that if I can help put Six Flags New England in a better positive direction, and if I can add any of it in there to make it so that people will enjoy it, by all means, then I did my job. That's just all I want to do. But yeah, there was so much cool things to see. Like, you could go on and on. Like, they have, like, I remember when we walked in, they had a giant inflatable poop emoji thing. And I took a picture with that. I mean, that's funny. There's tons of inflatables. There's tons of games. There's tons of everything. I mean, I can't even explain, like, how much tons of everything that there is. There's just tons and tons of stuff. And, I mean, it's just mind-blowing to see all this stuff. And speaking of things to see, I played a VR thing that was kind of cool. But it was a game. You stand there, you shoot in the spot, whatever. We played Finger Coaster. You could draw a coaster with your finger, and then you get to ride it with VR on. I'm so sick of VR. I'm so sick of that crap. But there's a company from Rhode Island that was actually there. They make pool tables, bumper pool table, air hockey, that kind of stuff. And I talked to the owner, and he's like, yeah, when we come back, after Thanksgiving, let's get together. We'll give you a tour of the factory. They build them right here in Rhode Island. They're like, oh, we can even do videos and show you how to put the new felt on a pool table. We can do all kinds of different videos. So we're going to work on that. We talked to manufacturers. We talked to different go-kart. We talked to anybody that would listen to us. I even talked to the people that make, like, these canopy things. I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not in the market for a canopy, but it could be something that some park may need for their water park or something. Like, that could be really useful to them and cool. So who knows? Anything that I can do to help anybody out, that's what I'll do. But we've seen different kind of robotic stuff. We've seen like Halloween decorations, Christmas tons of stuff. Like the big giant ball ornament. They had one of them. They're a little different. There's all different kinds of figures and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't even know. I mean, you'd have to talk to Luco. And maybe Luco can elaborate on this. But when I went last year for the first time, it's a total sensory overload. It is just craziness. You don't know which way to turn, which way to look. I will say the swag bags suck that they give you at the kickoff event. I mean, I'm sure it's not meant to be really anything. They gave you a little, like, Dippin' Dots Yeti guy, a thing of mints, and some other thing. I wish when people put together swag bags, they put some cool stuff together. I know it's nothing, really. It's free garbage, but still. Give me something good. Maybe I'm just picky and spoiled. I mean, Iaapa does a great job of what they do. Outside is like a whole. They had like a new version of a Scream and Swing without. It's like mechanical instead of having the air tanks. It's not air powered. It's like for carnivals and stuff. It's pretty cool. And I don't know why I keep looking at the mic like the thing's looking at me and talking back to me. I don't know why. But so we rode that. They also unveiled Zamparella donated a kiddie ride to Give Kids the World. So they had that out there, so that was nice. All kinds of inflatable stuff that was out there. Axe throwing now is becoming a big thing that I've seen this year for the first time. I didn't notice it last year. They don't technically advertise. See, the way that parks and stuff get advertised at Iaapa is based off of the sponsorship that you give. They have, like gold, platinum, silver sponsors, and their names get talked about and put around there. But when it comes to parks being advertised at Iaapa, it's more a line of whatever manufacturer, whatever the big ride is that they want to, like, bring out a train to. You know what I mean? Like a train car from a coaster or something. Or they're going to unveil a new ride. Or they're going to unveil something. Water park stuff. They have all these. Like, we met this guy. You ever see I find it fascinating. You guys might not. But you ever see, like, when they're the little models of the rides? You know, like the water park. It looks like a whole water park. A little model. It might not be a working model, but it's a model. We met the guy who does, like, the water park models and a bunch of models. It's just fascinating, and he tells you how many hours and days and whatever it takes to make this thing. I actually legit found it fascinating. I thought it was cool. I mean, I truly appreciate any aspect and every aspect to the amusement industry. Not just roller coasters. I mean, we all love the roller coasters, but I try to take in every aspect that I can. I talk to the little guy that nobody wanted to talk to at Iaapa. You talk to the big guys. You look at the big guy stuff. You look at the little guy stuff. We didn't do that. We didn't really do any interviews per se. We talked to people. Like, we talked to Felder Entertainment. They're the ones that have Ringling Brothers, Monster Jam, the dirt bike racing, and, you know, Disney on Ice and all that. And, you know, they had this beautiful, like, circus wagon that you've seen pictures of that I posted. You'll see it in the vlogs and stuff. It was beautiful. We were talking to them. We were reminiscing about the circus and how cool what they were working on and doing. And they got that troll thing experience that opened up in New York City. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can see. Like I said, you could ride a bunch of rides. You can see a bunch of stuff. It's just a cool atmosphere of a place to be. It's like Toys R Us for amusement parks and adults. It is, like, awesome. You get to see the industry in that kind of environment. You get to experience something that most normal people don't get to experience. They broke records with 42,000 registered attendees. I mean, we can go on for days and weeks and months all about Iaapa. We got plenty of videos coming out. Hang on, I'm going to tell you how many videos in total that are coming out. Hang on, we got one. I mean, this is the Florida trip. This is everything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, 18 videos. I counted the Six Flags New England Holiday in the Park video. But yeah, no. So you got 18 videos from, actually 19 in total because of the 300-foot, the Sky Coaster. That's another thing that I didn't talk about. Because and the cool thing was they would get the company Sky Coaster there that, you know, that has the harnesses, the new harness, the ones you sit down in. They were giving out the card that one night you could go to a fun spot in Kissimmee and get free rides. You could go to Orlando and get free rides, and you could try out the new harness. The new harness is nuts. Like, that freaked me, and I don't know, I can't speak for Luco, but I think he said that it freaked him out, but he can correct me if I'm wrong. It's a totally different feel. It freaks you the hell out, and it was awesome. Like, if you have an opportunity to try out the new harness, instead of laying down flat on your stomach, you're sitting up. Let me tell you. Crazy. That on-ride video is on here, too. On this channel. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click that little subscribe button. Like it. Don't like it. Leave more comments. Whatever you got to do. You know how it works. So the experiences that we got out of Iaapa was great. Like, last year, I went in not knowing what to do. I had no clue. I went, experienced. This year, we experienced. But this time, we took more footage, more pictures, talked to more people. I mean, all the bigger YouTube channels were there. Whether it's Theme Park Review, Theme Park Crazy, Coaster Studios. I don't know if Coaster Kids were there. They might have been. Midway Mayhem were down there. There was a bunch of bigger YouTubers, and everybody's going to them to watch this stuff. They're not coming to us to watch that stuff. You guys, and they had it out way before I did anyway. I could anyway. So I'm just trying, when I do these vlog videos on a daily basis, I'm just trying to show you my experience on it. I'm hoping next year that I plan even better. Like, we didn't really, plan. We were so busy with Hauntapalooza that we didn't really, take a breath, take a step back, and plan nothing. Like, we got emails, we kind of talked, we didn't really set nothing much up. Next year, maybe we'll try. I mean, I don't know if that's something you guys care about. Like, do you care if we do interviews, or you just want to kind of see Iaapa through our eyes and the goofy stuff that we do, or whatever? We're still going to go to Iaapa next year. We're still going to film stuff. If you guys want us to do interviews with people, by all means, we'll hook it up. Because I did, I got to meet the designer of Wicked Cyclone again. He wouldn't go even if, oh yeah. Well, yeah, that. And if you look at day 2, vlog of Iaapa, what's his name from Costa Studios is in the video. Not talking to me. I didn't even know it was him. It was just, it was at the Kentucky Kingdom unveiling of, the Costa car, and I was like, oh, he's in my video, sort of. Not, he probably doesn't even know he's in my video for a split second. I was just like, ah, cool, it's there. So, it is what it is. I don't know if you guys have any questions about Iaapa. If there's anything like I didn't really talk about, but you guys want to know about, by all means, fire away. Because, I can answer what I can answer, based on what you want to know. Because I don't know what direction I should go with any of it, because there's just so much stuff. I can stop by just, looking at pictures. So, if I go open up... Oh, they also unveiled the Aquaman wax figure at Iaapa, and they gave us free tickets to go to Madame Tussauds, which was cool. I'm trying to look through my pictures. We played the Beatles pinball machine, which is not worth the amount of money they were asking for. And I heard sales are horrible on it. They're not really selling them. Nobody's interested. Nobody cares. It's nuts. Nobody care. But yeah, if you have any questions about Iaapa, something you might want to know, I can definitely try to put you in the right direction, I guess I could say. Yeah, you know what? I didn't do a day 4 Iaapa. I wonder why I didn't. Maybe I started it and was waiting for Luco video, maybe? I have to go back and look. Yeah, I mean, if we're doing interviews, no, I didn't talk about the RMC in between track size. I know that's weird. Let me see if I have I don't know if I took a picture of it. Let me look. I may have taken a picture of it and posted it and just not realized it. Let me look at my Iaapa pictures. Did I? Did I not? I'm looking. Let's see. Pinball. I could have swore I took a picture of the... I feel like I didn't have enough pictures. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, you know why? Because it's only in... That's why I feel like I'm missing pictures. I'm a doofus. Because I have them all... I had like 1 million pictures that I took during Iaapa, but I actually... Wait, where's my picture of... Oh, no, it's there. I just saw it. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my... What did I do with the... I don't know what the hell I did with it. It's kind of irrelevant at the moment. Oh, yeah, but yeah, there's definitely a bigger size to it. Yeah, because if you look at what do you call it? If you look at the photos, see, I guess I didn't. Unless I like put it somewhere else. I'm scrolling through right now to see if I can find Or did I do that on Twitter? Wow. Am I really missing that much stuff? Yeah, I don't know what was going on here. Oh, wait. Okay. This might be better. Yeah, I don't know. Or did I do it on Instagram? I don't think it's on Facebook. I think it was on the other one. And I think I deleted them off. Oh, wait, I can just go to my deleted photos because I didn't delete them all out. I got to go through 3,000 pictures, but it would be near the end of Iaapa. Let me go all the way over here to the top. Oh, wait. I think I... Because you commented it on one of the social media things. I know I took one. It's bugging me, and that's why I'm searching for it, because I was like, for me to answer that, and I want to show it. I just have to find it. It's here. Animal Kingdom. Boy, my photos are like all over the place. What the hell? Yeah, what is up with this? I got photos all over the joint. This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Maybe I just sped by him, maybe? Disney Springs, Animal Kingdom. Then it goes to, like, SeaWorld. I'm like... I don't get what my phone's doing. Okay, Orlando. There's Madame Tussauds. Then it's Animal Kingdom. Where's all my Iaapa stuff? Animal Kingdom. Mickey. Oh, wait, here we go. Iaapa, okay. I think I just blew by it. I think that was my problem. Bear with me a second. Because I know I took pictures of the track. Because that's very relevant. We just have to find it. Let's see. Gotta get through all my Mickey Mouse photos. Come on, bring it back. Okay. Where is it? Where are you, RMC? I know this is stupid. Sitting there looking at the top of my head. Oh, one thing while I'm looking for this photo, I can tell you that the Fast and the Furious ride really does suck. The queue line is really the best part of the whole ride. That's the best part of the ride, is the queue line. Other than that, it's screen the ride. It kind of looked promising at first, but then it wasn't. I don't know. But there's like a difference in size, and it's crazy with this track. I can't find it. And I know I posted it. I don't know where the photo went. It's kind of irrelevant at this point, right? But yeah, it's... For bigger raptors, not clones. Well, yeah, see, the problem is... Here's the problem with RMC, and I love RMC products. It just seems that everything's like they're running out of ideas, and pretty soon that it's just becoming the same. The RMC code, I mean, it's just like anything else. I mean, you're not going to get away from it, but they need to start innovating a little bit more. I mean, RMC puts out a great product. I love the RMC coasters. And having the Raptor, and the T-Rex, hopefully having different ones that are not clones, and they can do different things with them. it'll be amazing. It really will. It'll be great. So we're gonna get out of here in a couple minutes, but before we do, just let's reiterate that Iaapa was a great time, and next year I am allowed to bring a total of 3 people. That includes myself. So we'll probably have a spot open for one other person to go. You have to get there on your own dime if we take you, and if you do come, we'll have a game plan on what do you call it? What we need to do, because we need to make sure that we get everything covered. So we're going to alternate with bringing people so that people can go and that want to help, because starting in January, we really want to grow SFNEOnline bigger than it is, but I can't do it by myself. And when people can help, that's awesome. I can't hold anybody down to making you do things, because it's not a paid position, and this is all volunteer work, and we're in this to have fun. So people that want to be part of SFNEOnline, by all means, can join to help us out and do stuff. I got ideas galore. I just can't execute them all by myself. I need a team. I need a team that's down with the cause. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're working on. But we will be back next week for sure. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we're going to rock it. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to talk about whatever. But I can tell you we'll be talking about the water park attraction. I didn't see if they updated, if somebody posted that they went. No, somebody's asking if they went. So I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get out of here. We will be back next Thursday. I don't know if you guys like the 8 o'clock thing. Next week I'm going to try 8 o'clock again. I'm going to try the 8 o'clock thing, see if that works. So we will definitely be back next week. We'll talk about whatever. We'll have some fun. Holidays are coming up. We'll get everybody hyped up for everything else. But until next week, everybody, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, hit a park, have some fun. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Till next week, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace!